Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Moneyline Grind, and I gotta apologize. It's March 5th, and you didn't hear from me on March 4th. And it wasn't because I shit the bed on March 3rd and went 0 for 4. That's not the reason why. I just have a new routine right now, and I'm really working on figuring out when to get these videos out. I really would love to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, do my research, put together everything, and have this out, by 9 a.m. But we're still working on adjusting the sleep hours. Anyway, like I said, last batch of picks really stunk it up for you guys, so I owe you some winners. We went 0-3 with the regulars, then we lost our VIP. Poto dislocated a finger. Guys finished on the hook. We're just gonna alt control delete that from our memory bank, and we're gonna come out swinging. Here are my three picks for you tonight. My first pick, like I said, coming out swinging, a two-leg parlay. Don't worry, it's not lucrative. It's only plus 102 because one of the picks was just, it was like minus 150, and I'm all into bankroll building, but not at that level. So we're looking at Pels alternate line minus 2.5. And then CJ McCollum over 3.5 assists. We like both of those plays today. Of course, Pels being the better team, they're playing the Toronto Raptors in Toronto. Raptors don't have no Barnes. They don't have even Poto now. Poto dislocated his finger when we bet on him for the double-double. So there's no real interior presence. And those two guys have been their most consistent players all year. So we're going to see a wild, wild west effect of guys like Quickly, RJ Barrett, all these guys scrambling to be the alpha scorer today. Raptors most up-tempo team in the last 5 games, and I like this because I don't think they're that great. So we're going to go fast, they're going to miss fast, and transition. They're not going to get back in time for transition. Hopefully CJ McCollum's the guy bringing the ball up in transition, finding the open man, getting these assists that we need. We only really need 4, so 1 per quarter. Hopefully the game stays tight. Just lack of presence in the paint. I think Pels do a great job at just at seeing the moment and attacking the paint. You got Zion Williamson, who always puts pressure on the big man. You have Brandon Ingram, who's going to hit mid-range and extend the range. And then you got CJ McCollum do a little bit of both. I just think they just have too much for them. Raptors will play at a fast pace, but with the fast pace comes easy transition buckets. I like CJ to get his 4 assists and the Pels to win by at least 3. Second pick, I'm taking the Pistons in Miami, combined score under 217.5. That's minus 115 on MGM. You'll see a lot of 217. You get the half point at minus 115 on MGM as opposed to the 217 minus 110 on like a FanDuel. I'll take the half point. I always love the half point. Either way, I'll buy it either way. The Heat defense at home versus the Pistons all sounds great, and we can expect some solid work there. I think the books only expect the Pistons to score like 102, 103 points. And the Heat, in their last 10 games, they've hit the under in 7, while the Pistons have been under in their last 9 games in a row. So Pistons, last 9 games, combined score under. Heat, 7 out of 10. Pistons defense, though, this is the caveat, has been surprisingly decent. In their last 5 games, their opponents average a 10 fewest points per game, while the Pistons are 9th in blocks in those 5 games and 12th in steals. This has resulted to their opponents having the 7th worst assist-to-turnover ratio. Not to mention their opponents also shoot the 9th worst three-point percentage. They don't get to the line much. And the Pistons, this is a wild one. The Pistons in their last 5 games are the number 1 team in fourth quarter defense, in the sense of their opponents scored the least amount of points in the fourth quarter. I think it's like 20 points per quarter, which is kind of impressive. With all this, we know the Heat are going to play their defense. We know the Pistons, disarray, but they're actually picking it up on defense in the last 5 games. I'm not a big fan of the Heat offense, especially given some of those injuries, a couple banged up guys, some inconsistent guys over there. I think we get the under there, and I think we go 2-0 right there. And then for our third pick, we're going to go with a cash cow. I got Porzingis, my boy KP, over 18.5 points. This is minus 125. I bet MGM. KP is questionable, so I'm okay with that. If he doesn't play, we don't lose any money. We just get that back, and then we could maybe do a two-game sweep. But I do like the matchup for him. He's averaging 23 points in his last 10, and he's reached 19 points, at least 19 points, in 7 of his last 10. Last 5 games, he's hit an average of 3.2 three-pointers made. So if you look at that, that's 9 points right there. We need a mere 5 field goals, 10 points. Or you can get 4 free throws, 3 two-pointers. You know he's going to get a tip in or an offensive rebound, put back up, because I don't see the Cavs actually stopping him on the offensive boards, although they do have some good interior defense. Allen doesn't want to see KP on the perimeter. Jared Allen, that is. Boston's offense is also clicking. They average a little under 123 points per game in their last 15, which is the highest. It's possibility Jaylen Brown sits out. So if Brown sits out and KP plays, this is almost automatic. If they both sit out, we get our money back, and then we'll probably hit both those other two plays. I'll consider it our first sweep of March, and that's what we got. Guys, that's all I got for you, my 3 picks. I'm going to try to get this. I got to put some graphics together, and we're changing it up. This might be the new background of the money line grind. Not too sure yet. We'll figure it out, though, but at least I look good. I did get a haircut, although we did lose our last 4 bets. And good luck tonight. We're back on it.